Back, you're watching Business Lunch. A quick look at the markets. Yes, gained more ground when it comes to Nifty 50, trying to recoup the earlier gains. And at the moment, in the last half an hour of trade, some of the metal counters like JSW Steel and Hindalco have gained more ground. And some of the other financials like Bajaj Finserv, IndusInd Bank, and amongst the big ones, Adani Enterprise, UPL, these are the ones which are really gaining momentum and giving some strength to the market. Now remember that it's the first trading session of 2023 and brokerages have revealed their top stock picks for the new year for all of us to know and take cognizance of. In fact, my colleague Vivek Iyer is standing by with all the details at the big wall. Vivek.
Well, thank you so much for that. So, the top picks for 2023, weightage increase, weightage decrease as far as their model portfolio is concerned. We've compiled all of that. So, moving on, first what we are looking at is we're looking at the top picks of 2023 for Jefferies. And what is it that they're betting on? The domestic economy is something that they're very positive on. And they continue to believe that CAPEX is what will drive markets as well as stock picks as far as the 2023 outlook is concerned. So, the top picks in the banking space, ICICI and SBI. In the realty space, Goddess Properties and DLF. Within the auto space, Maruti, TVS and Tata Motors is what they're betting on. Moving on in the FMCG or the consumption space, what is it that they're liking? All of the top names, so HUL, Britannia, GCPL, and amongst the industrials, they like Tata Steel, L&T, as well as container corporations. On the other hand, the sectors that they are at this point of time underweight on or that they are a little cautious on, IT services, telecom and healthcare. And in fact, when you're moving on to the mid-cap space, they have quite a few stocks on their radar. They believe that these stocks will outperform. So Thermax, CMS Info, Prestige Estates, Kajaria, Syngene, Supreme, Avasfin. They also like, some names as far as the realty and cement pack is concerned. So Embassy, Dalmia Bharat continue to stay positive as far as Indian hotels is concerned. Now moving on to another brokerage, IIFL. Now IIFL actually has diversified their portfolio in the large cap, mid cap. So when you're talking about the large cap buys, they're positive on Bharti Airtel, SBI Life, NTPC, Bank of Baroda and Interglobe. In the mid cap space, what is it that they like? They like APL Apollo, they like Cummins, they like Apollo Tyres as well as JB Chemicals. In the small cap space, they're actually betting quite big on ICRA, latest listing KIMS Hospitals, Deepak Fertilizers, Parmec as well as Equitas SFB. On the other hand, what is it that at this point of time they're cautious on? They're actually cautious on some of the larger cement names, Shree Cement, IRCTC, Aarti Industries, Divi Labs as well as Wipro is something that they're cautious on. Now moving on to Macquarie. Macquarie actually has their outperform rating. Some of the top names on the list, talking about HCL Tech, Sun Pharma, a little bit of bottom picking. Even HDFC Bank is something that they like. Their focus ideas for 2023 in terms of an underperform stance, they're actually quite cautious on Bajaj Fin, Jubilant Food, something that we highlighted earlier as well. Moving on, lastly, coming to Kotak, what is it that Kotak is liking? They've added a significant amount of weightage in their model portfolio, almost 150 points weightage to SRF. And these are the list of stocks where they've actually trimmed their weight to make way for SRF.